excuse me. That would be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So we are going to do a couple of messages for you guys. Please remember, not all of these are going to resonate with you. That's normal, okay? Though I say this is you, this can be about your partner or somebody else too. So don't go getting offended at things that I say, because a lot of times the readings play out as something that's going on around you, whether you're aware of it or not, okay? It's just easier for me to say you than going you or this other person, you or this other person, you or this other person. That gets really old, all right? So let's start out. I get the word transfuse, like something is coming into you. What is coming through? What's coming into the water signs? Ooh, for some of you, it's an eviction. What else? I'm really not getting anything else, but you know, I didn't meditate before I did this, so I may not be as receptive as I normally am, but for some of you, there may be something coming into you that pushes you out, either out of your home or out of your comfort zone. If, let's just put it in a figurative space, okay? It could even be that. All right, I'm hearing something about a temple. So there may be something about your religion or someone else's religion, or belief systems that may be an issue. What else? Y'all, I get this weird feeling of somebody who's been taking records. Like, I don't know how to word this, and it is going to probably be different for everybody. But it's almost like somebody keeping score and writing down every single detail about something. And it's almost like somebody may be either like fighting the urge to give you this list of all the shit that they've listed off about you, or you're doing this to them. There could be something like that for some of you. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anything else? Different points of view. Different points of view of how things transcended, or what, I don't know, that's the word. But there's like different thoughts between you and another person about how things went down, basically. And there's hard feelings about this, either by you or by the other person, or both. It is financial for a lot of you. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. What else can you tell me? Oh, y'all, be careful, because some of you, like, somebody may have even had cameras on you at some point. I know that's going to be a select few, but I do get the feeling of somebody literally being monitored, like everything that they did. Some of you could be dealing with anxiety as well, because I've noticed that since I started this reading, I started getting kind of palpitations. So there could be like some nervous energy going on around you. But let's just draw the cards. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, the water signs. Can you give me the general energy for them? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, general energy. Somebody didn't appreciate somebody. It could be you didn't appreciate them, or they didn't appreciate you, or maybe it was mutual. You both didn't appreciate each other in the ways that you should have. Water signs. Oh, this is the one that came out, though. Yeah. Self-sabotage. This can be self-sabotage with the 12th house. This also can be for some of you like time off or even hospitalization. So be careful about that. But generally speaking, this is a secretive card. Like things around you are being kept very secretive, okay? It says, this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. So it's like you don't have all the facts or all the details. You don't know how to move forward. You don't know what to do. You've been left in the dark in some sense of the word, or you've left someone else in the dark here. I'm going to take that one. Oh, something about hidden money. Okay. You may have hid money from somebody, or somebody may have hidden money from you. And this is causing some hurt feelings. For those of you that this is not about money, this is talking about your self-sabotaging behavior stems from lack of self-esteem, self-worth, self-value, okay? Water signs. One more. Is it that one? So, all right, I'm not going to count this one because it didn't jump out, but I felt like it was that one. This is communication. Some of you may be finding out about some hidden money. Finally, somebody speaks up about it, or you speak up about the fact that you were hiding money. There also could be something about a hidden financial agreement that was involved too. Yeah, and maybe some lack of boundaries that was going on in your environment. Water signs. Those didn't pop out, so those are just ones I kind of felt. Water signs. What else? All right. Oh, it's this one or that one. Oh. Hidden money regarding your family or your living situation. Yeah, this 12th house is very secretive. So, okay, so again, let's go back to my descriptions here. So this could be about something hidden money relating to your living situation or your home or your family or your mother. Something around that, okay, is coming up to the table for you guys. For others of you, this is talking about your self-sabotaging behaviors, is your lack of self-worth that you may have inherited from your family or from your mother. Okay, so let's move on from that. I'm going to do a tarot reading first. Tarot is my least favorite, so I tend to do that one first. But I usually can get a little more clarity out of those. I just feel constricted by tarot, though. Some of you, I'm seeing what looks like heaven. So some of you may have inherited money from someone who passed over, but the money was not given to you. Maybe it was given to your mother or to your family or used for the home. I don't know. It could be something like that. Water signs, please. Water signs. Remember, this is going to be very general because we're doing basically 3 signs at once with this. Some of you may be struggling financially too because this money was hidden from you. Water signs, please. Or this could be a family member, okay? Like if you hid the money from them, they may have been struggling financially. Ooh. Oh, wow. Hold on. That may be changing very suddenly. This is you ending a cycle here and maybe even leaving because of the control. I'm also getting deception here. All right. Somehow somebody hid money from you or you hid money from them, and the other, whoever did this, controlled the other person financially, basically by hiding their money is what I'm seeing. Hold on. Water signs, please. Yeah, but you were, with this Capricorn here, this Queen of Pentacles, you didn't like fly off the handle about it. You kept this close to your chest, or the other person did, because it's like somebody had at least an inkling that this was going on, and it's showing here. It's kind of showing here. How do I say that? Instead of getting all in your emotions like water signs often do, no offense, you grew up a little bit, right? And you kind of puffed up and kind of took it in as the way this looks or the way that I'm feeling it. You know what it is? I'm already seeing a story for a lot of you. Some kind of situation, a living situation for most of you, but you know, you take it as you will. It may be any kind of situation. But there was some sort of situation that you wouldn't let go of, or you wouldn't end in some way. And so because of that, you were being controlled and deceived. Or vice versa. Could be the other person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, I get this as like, I feel like it literally says that you were controlled and deceived resourcefully into taking this risk. Whether it was the risk to be in that living situation or to leave it. Water signs. Or both. It could be both. I don't know. No. They wanted you to walk away. But you wouldn't let go. And so you kind of trapped yourself in a situation where you were controlled and deceived. Some of you may have decided that you were not going to work, and that might be the reason why they did this to you. They may have wanted you to leave your work too. I don't know. Hold on. Some of you, I'm saying you were deceived resourcefully and controlled into walking away from your work, and then controlled and deceived for doing it. For some of you. And you just went with it. Yeah. Yo, some of you, like I said, remember what I just got through saying. I don't want to repeat that all over again. But this is like, maybe you got deceived into leaving the living situation, or leaving your job, or leaving something behind that you didn't want to, right? or that you were afraid to do. It may not be that you didn't want to, you were afraid to. So you were holding on to this situation and you got wish fulfillment out of it, but you were controlled and deceived in exchange. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. We got Aries, Capricorn, and Aquarius in this tarot reading. Those signs may or may not be relevant. In the first reading, we've got Pisces, Taurus, and Cancer. I'm getting a lot of you, though, you're ending this control. And maybe that's kind of what, all right, with this World's card and then the Nine of Pentacles, it's like some of you could be leaving behind control here. Or being controlled and deceived. Oh, some of you may have known about this hidden money and that's why you took a leap of faith to walk away from your job and to hold on to this situation, but you were controlled and deceived. I don't know. You take this as you will. For some of you, like I said, for some of you it's a situation with your home. Some of you it's a situation with your work. Some of you it's a situation where you kept holding on to something and wouldn't let it go. Some of you were trying to get somebody to tell the truth about something. For others of you, you just didn't want to deal with this anymore. Whatever. It's like you were holding on because you thought this was the way that would make everything okay, but you were controlled and deceived in some way. And through this first reading, it's through hiding your money. Maybe hiding money for a home. Maybe somebody gave you money for a home and you never got it. I don't know. At the center of the reading, though, y'all, is an authority figure. This can be a boss, a public figure, a CEO, an Aries. Did I say a father? I don't know. But it's somebody who has status here. But I feel like whoever this person is, they had been deceived as well. So your boss may have been deceived here about this situation, if this was a work situation. For some of y'all, I got this thing where this person like left the job and then came back to keep you from getting your money. Boss, public figure, CEO, Aries, father figure. Doesn't have to be any of those, but for a lot of you it will be. This could be about your mother's relationship or a family member's relationship or a family member's partner that was involved. A mother's partner or a family member's partner. Could be any of that. All right. Let's move on. guys, please do make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to put me back in the algorithm. That will help me so much. I would appreciate it. Let's do a break. Let's take a little break with a take a magical fucking journey cards. We're gonna do an advice out of the so-called funny cards. They're not that funny, y'all. I thought they were gonna be funnier. If y'all know of some funnier decks, make sure to leave that down in the comments and I'll see if I can get them. All right, let's see. The advice for the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. What is the advice for them? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Advice, please. Do I want to take that one? Stay magical as fuck. It's all about to happen for you. Just believe that the universe works in strange fucking ways. The magic is in you. So keep it the fuck alive. Pay no attention to the non-believers. You are cosmic stardust and you've got too much magical shit to do. Let's do one more because that didn't jump out, but I saw that one. So water signs advice, please. Water signs advice. To me, this is like talking about how you have to believe in yourself and you have to stop relying on other people, because when you rely on other people, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, people tend to control you. When you give them the reins, they feel like they have the reins and the right to suppress you. Okay? All right, there it is. Opinions are shit. So this could be something that's relating to tradition or the hierarchy of the family or of the job or something like that. But either way, it's other people's opinions are shit. People's opinions are shit. Either way, don't let the opinions of others affect you. When someone decides to give you some unsolicited word garbage, immediately throw that shit right in the trash. Live your life for you. Fuck getting approval from anyone else. Okay? So somebody hides your money from you. Now you've got like no self-esteem, right? Losing faith in yourself, listening to people's bullshit, talking trash about you, that kind of stuff, thinking you can't get out. But you've got to recognize the power is in you, not in this person or place or thing that feels justified in controlling you in some way. I'm a limited edition motherfucker. You are one of a kind. Embrace that shit. Don't change for anyone. You'll lose your value. Stay minted fucking fresh. Okay? So that's the overall energy that I have for y'all. I'm going to just say, look, it's like you see this like crystal ball. Like you already know. You can see the future here. You know it's time to throw some shit the fuck away so you can be free. Look at how juicy you are. Juicy, juicy. And see, like in this situation, you felt all dried up. No, you juicy as fuck, bitch. You juicy as fuck. You just needed the right, how do I say this? The right environment to express it. All right, let's move on. Oh, I'll just put it over here. All right, so this reading that I'm about to do, this could be for another Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or it may be for the same people, but just a different situation, or even about the same situation. I won't know yet until I start reading, okay? But we'll find out. All right, water signs. What's going on for the water signs right now? So, I got the word express. I feel like something's going to be happening like really quickly. Or things are happening really quickly. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. We're going to go with that one. Look, y'all. The first card out is illusions. You remember the first card out with the astrology cards was the hidden, the unseen, the self-undoing. This is secretive. This is secretive. Somebody is just like pulling the fucking wool over your eyes, or trying to, or you're pulling the wool over someone else's eyes, or trying to. But this is like, I almost feel like I'm suffocating from the secrets going on around the water sign energy right now. I mean, it literally reminds me, y'all, and I'm not trying to get graphic, but it really feels like that. It almost feels like when you see in the horror movies when they put like the trash bag over their heads or whatever and they can't breathe and they're fighting to, it feels like that. So, like energetically, you may be feeling like this, or somebody around you may be feeling like that. Somebody definitely feels trapped by all of the freaking lies, all of the deception, all of the cover-ups. I'm going to get this one. Oh boy. Some people may have tried to pretend that they were your friends when they really weren't. Because you've got illusion and friendship here. Somebody pretending to be your friend. Reporting back, you know. Some of you could have been dealing with health issues. And relationship issues. Hold on. Water signs. Ooh. Forgiveness. Oh no, sorry, it's honesty. All right. Somebody pretended to be your friend, but apparently they weren't, and you're going to find this out. Or vice versa. Just remember, it can be you, you're a person, or someone around you. But I say it as you because it makes it easier. But there's somebody here that's pretending to be somebody's friend, and they're really not. Truth is going to be coming out about that. Or the truth may have already come out about that, but somebody's trying to keep the peace. Some of you could have been in service to a child whose marriage was transforming, or relationship was transforming, or a creative project person, or a romantic partner whose relationship was transforming in some way. Either way, I'm leaving that out of the reading. I'm just kind of pointing it, saying it, but leaving it out of the reading because I feel, y'all, I'm getting the words justification. Somebody feeling justified in pretending to be your friend and then going back and reporting to somebody else and not telling you that they did, trying to keep the peace, which is actually just avoiding responsibility for what they did, okay? They may have even left you, or you may have left them. Some kind of changes are coming. This is change and development. I get hard third eye vibes on this. A lot of you are psychic, intuitive people. So I just kind of get this feeling that whatever this situation is, like you knew it this way, whether you knew it consciously or subconsciously, or it was just a thought in your head. It's like somehow you knew this person was trying to adjust to a new timeline in some sense of the word. But what you didn't know is they turned their back on you. For some of you. Oh, and karma has hit them hard. I mean hard. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This isn't something that's easy to come back from either, I'm hearing. Yeah, they're just not telling you. They're not telling you that they're basically having, I mean, karma came back on them. And I'm not a huge like karma person, because I feel like people get the wrong idea about karma. If karma was real in the sense that most people think it is, a child would never get hurt, and there not be justice, right? I don't believe karma in the same way. I do feel like for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, karma kind of thing. So, it may not be this, but it may be another situation or something that catches up with them, if that makes sense, because of their actions. It's hard to explain. Like if you do something wrong, you're always having to cover a lie. So that's instant karma right there. The fact that you can never be at peace because you're always having to cover. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe in karma, but not in the way a lot of people do. But this thing here is basically telling me that whoever this person was that pretended to be your friend and kind of like told on you or reported back to someone, maybe your enemies or your family even or something. I don't know. Whoever this person is, there's something here about them going through it. They're going through it hardcore. Somebody's shitting on them now. Now they're the ones who are suffering. They're the ones getting shit on. Because they went back to somebody. They went back to a bad situation too. Y'all could be mirroring at each other, whoever this person is. So many people, and this doesn't say anything about twin flame, but so many people that are twin flames, to me, I don't buy the fact that it's always love. Sometimes it's a very deep connection that's a friendship, in my opinion. I don't feel like it's always romance, but y'all, you have your own opinions, and that's fine. I have mine. But like, whatever this is, it kind of feels like some of you may have mirrored each other, okay? You kind of stepped away from each other in some sense of the word. And went back to an old situation that was toxic. You know what I mean? You and or them or both, but it looks like them, okay? But you may have done this too, because it kind of mentioned that in the reading before, that you kept going back or holding on to something that was not good for you. Yeah. Look, secrecy. This person, whoever this person is not being upfront with you. They are not being upfront with you at all. Look, this is the caution card. More purple. Like I said, more of that third eye energy there also. You know what? Both of y'all may be paranoid as fuck. I'm sorry, but like third eye is good, but sometimes if it's overactive, it turns into paranoia. So all this third eye, it is good if it's balanced, but you don't want to be like overboard because because then, like I said, you become paranoid. So they may have tried to F you over in some way, and karma got their ass. I'm just being honest with you. Or vice versa. You tried to F somebody over and now karma got yours. Somebody's intentionally being vague about a settlement, What did I say? You were supposed to get some money, okay? But somebody kept it away from you. Your friends could have been involved. Your family could have been involved. For some of you, your work could have been involved. Remember, we're talking to so many different signs. It's going to be different for everybody. But again, this is somebody being very vague about a settlement here, all right? Money that was owed to somebody that didn't come to them, all right? That may have been why you were fighting, or why you were upset with them, or why they were upset with you. But there was confusion around the situation because this person experienced a misfortune and they didn't want to tell you. That's why they disappeared. If somebody ghosted you, or if they're trying to ghost you now, okay? It could be a workplace legal situation that this is talking about for some of you too, or a situation involving a boss, a public figure, a CEO, an authority figure of some type, and legal matters. I don't know. Somebody was trying to keep the peace with you secretly because of this settlement, to keep you in turmoil, not knowing what to do. And then they wound up getting served karma. You know, I get the feeling this person probably has some, they probably feel bad for what they did. I'm not saying all of you that that's the case. For some of you, I do feel like that is the case. Like after the fact, this person is looking back and they're going, I should have been honest. Because now I don't know if Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer is gonna trust me ever again now. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're ever gonna trust me again. I feel like because somebody didn't tell the truth about this money, somebody was very vague about the situation. Like I said, whether that's you or somebody else. All right, if this is you, this is telling you, if you haven't already, it's time to speak up about this shit. All right? If it's the other person, the cross watcher here, you need to come out of your asshole and say you're sorry and make up for this. All right? Here we go. Next, we're going to go into the shadow side of the water signs right now. The shadow side basically means anything that you are blind to or are unwilling to address or acknowledge or work on. Okay? That's my definition of shadow. Everybody else may have a separate one, but so you understand what I'm asking the cards right now. I'm asking to be shown the shadow side of the water signs right now. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. What is the shadow side for the water signs right now? I'm getting a lot about empathy and grief. Something about a discovery. All right, what is the shadow side of the water signs right now? What is the shadow side of the... Wow, that was quick. Perchance to dream. Let's see what that's about. I have no idea. I'm going to look at this. Okay, first off, y'all, I got to say, for some of you, there may be something about same-sex relationships because to me, that looks like two men. I could be wrong, but it does. For some of you, this is about your career, your public reputation, your lifetime achievements. That may be a point of shadow work that needs to be worked on. Let's look. 28 per chance to dream. Y'all, this thing is hard to read sometimes, so forgive me if I sound like I can't read. It's actually hard to understand sometimes. It says, if I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. All right. Though going to sleep or trying to avoid the feelings of hurt and frustration may be good for a while, it's kind of like somebody who's laying in bed all their lives and never gets up. It creates bed sores. Does that make sense? And there's something, some kind of energy similar to that for you guys. Like if you don't get out of the bed, you're going to get bed sores. You can sit there and pretend that you're at Disneyland or you're in the Bahamas, but you're still in the bed. And if you don't get out of that bed, you're going to get bed sores, okay? It's making you sick. It's literally affecting your health, all right? So get out of bed. Get out of bed, all right? Also, like I said, get out of your delusions. It's time to face the facts. It's time to face the facts that somebody hid money from you, all right? Or that you have hidden self-value issues because of your family or your mother. Either way, it's like, get out of your delusion. Get out of your delusion. That's what I get from that. It says, what seems to be a cold iron coat rack is topped by a broken stone. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Sorry. Whoops, forgive me. Back over here. A crowned naked man is reclining, his eyes closed and his body dissolved into the wind. Another man holds him gently. Behind them, a circle of brass risen by thin silvery threads. I am getting energetic attachment to someone of the same sex for a lot of you. I know that's not going to be everybody, okay? So don't get mad at me. But for some of you, that is the truth. But it did say there was 2 men in this thing. So there could be something about same sex. Maybe there's something about you having low self-esteem because you're attracted to the same sex. Or maybe somebody hid money from you because you or they were attracted to the same sex. I don't know. I don't know. There could be something about that. Either way, let's move on. I don't know if I should say, let me look at this one more time. Y'all, I almost feel this thing as somebody trying to help you die. And I don't mean that literally. I mean that's like, oh, what I didn't notice is the person that's being laid to rest, so to speak, in this picture, or it looks like they're being laid to rest, is wearing a crown. Somebody wanted to take your crown, or you wanted to take theirs, okay? Hold on, what else do I see about this? It could also be an indicator that somebody in power trusted someone who was not a good person. All right? So those of you who have career wounds, it could be that you're like taking this all internally like it's all against you, but it's actually because somebody in power was seduced basically by someone who was not a good person. All right? And that affected your reputation in some way. But let's move on. All right. The sentence on here, to die. See, I said it looks like he's being laid to rest. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream, or. All right. So the way that I get this is it's like you can try to avoid the feelings and stay in your little fantasy world if you want to, right? You can tell yourself that you're going to dream up some this, that, or the other. But the point is, again, if you don't get out the bed, if you don't get out of the bed, all right, you're just going to be, I literally feel, and I'm seeing an image of somebody being put on a bed in shackles. And that may mean something to you. It may not. You know, maybe some of y'all are into bondage sex. I don't know. But I'm seeing something about being bound to your bed or your bedroom or something like that. All right. All right, here goes. It's the time to surrender, to drown, to dive in head first in the cozy, all developing darkness of the blanket. It's a moment of weakness, a desire to close your eyes and to surrender just for one moment. See, I got that feeling. It's like, I know eventually I'm going to have to deal with it, but right now I want to pretend it's not there. That's the feeling I'm getting, okay? 1 second, 1 minute. Not like a hero fighting the world, but like a kid, just welcoming the darkness outside within fully. How long will that moment last? A minute, we can say. Just a minute, but it's not true. Disappearing is but an instant, just the time to take a breath twice, and yet it can take ages. I'm getting procrastination of dealing with situations that you know you need to deal with, whatever that means. Does it? Look, it says ages that we will regret. Like if you keep sitting in this, and I'm using the bed as a metaphor, it may mean something for y'all. I'm using the bed as a metaphor, but like if you keep staying in the bed, you're going to regret the time that you lost. Okay? But look, it says like stolen by our own surrendering. It's almost like we gave up our destiny by refusing to deal with something that we didn't want to see or feel. And it says, and yet we close our eyes. We let one sense after the other slow down to nothing. Sight first, then hearing and smell. Last will be the touch. The comforting hand we all deserve. To hold us up when we have done enough and we just cannot. Wait. To hold us up when we have done enough and we just cannot, but let it go. Yeah, I feel like, okay, I feel like you've done too much for somebody, way too much for somebody, and they didn't appreciate it. We talked about this earlier. They didn't appreciate it at all. Now, remember, this can be your person feeling this way about you, too. So if this doesn't resonate, it may be somebody around you feeling this way about you. But the overall feeling that I'm getting is somebody did too much for somebody, was not appreciated. But even though the person was not appreciated, they couldn't seem to let the person go that was not appreciating them. Okay? Get out of the bed. Get out of the bed. The bottom of the deck is the addicted thing. So addictions could be involved, or, you know, like codependencies or something like that. You could have gotten backstabbed because you were codependent, or your person or this person the other person may have been backstabbed because they had an addiction or were codependent in some way. Some of you, this is out in left field, and it's a few of you. Some of you, once you get out of the bed, I'm seeing something coming through here, like some sort of like wish fulfillment work for you. Like something that you've always wanted to do, or maybe you didn't even think it was possible. But that's what I'm seeing here. Something that you didn't even see in yourself becomes a reality, and it's like, wow. You understand what I mean? But if you keep sitting in the bed, so to speak, you're never going to experience that, because some of you are obsessed with getting revenge. Okay? That could be another thing too. I have to say that, because I look down at the bottom of the deck. We've got addicted, obsessed with revenge. Okay? So don't sit in the bed of revenge either. Maybe that's the bed it's talking about. Because if you do, you are going to suffer. Yeah, you are going to suffer. All right, let's move on. What did I do with the other side of this box? I have no idea what I did. Oh well. We'll put it down here and hope for the best. Next is love. What we were talking about before may be a love reading for some of you. For others, it's not. You know what I mean? But again, because there's so many signs that we're dealing with here, some of these may be yours, some of them may not. Just stay tuned. Maybe one of them will be. And if not, be glad. That means there's no message for you this week. Next week, maybe there will be. That's right, Marie? All right. Water signs. Let's look at the water signs and their love relationships. Remember, I do mean romantic love, but sometimes these love readings, especially if you're not in a romantic relationship, will have to deal with people that you do love, but not romantically. So just keep that in mind. All right. So love for the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. That was an accident, but I'm still going to look. Oh boy. Yep. That fits with the whole storyline. You're dealing with somebody who has jealousy issues. All right? They may have a trouble watching you come up, so to speak, for some of you. Water signs love reading. Y'all, I apologize. The cats are going nuts out there, but they're having fun, so. What is that? They're jealous. They don't like to see you coming up, so to speak, but they think about you all the time. I would say they even obsess about you. But they don't want you to see their jealous side, so they play games or they pretend like they don't care. Okay? That's what I'm getting for most of you. This can be you, though. You could be doing this to your person. Like, you're very jealous of your person. You obsess about them, but you like to play games and pretend like you don't give a shit about them, but you do. Look, trying to save face. Yeah, so even that is a hidden, a secretive element about your love life. Either you or the person that you're thinking of, or both of you are this way, where it's like they definitely have feelings for the other person, but don't want to show it. And so they act cold. You know what I mean? All right. Now we're going to do the actual love cards for the water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. You know what I just got? This is going to sound really fucked up for some of you. I play the game so I can have you. They have learned that when they turn their back on you, or they play games with you, or they act disinterested, that you try harder to get their attention or their approval. So that's why they like to play the games. That's just for some of you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it is what it is, all right? Your person may have other options also, or they may think that you do. All right, let's do the reading for the water signs. Love reading, please. I've been seeing that a lot in the water sign readings. I try not to talk about it too much, but at the same time, it's a reality, you know? I'm seeing that in the water sign videos a lot, where there's a three-way going, at least three. Let's put it that way. There may be more. I don't know. And I don't know if that's the water sign themselves or the person that they're dealing with, but definitely seeing that. All right, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. The water signs love reading, please. How long have I been on here, y'all? Almost an hour. All right, here we go. Yeah, look, this person likes the attention of other people. It's funny that you were saying that, Marie. Look, attention of others. Yeah, in the love life, somebody here is not okay with having just your attention, or you're not okay with just having their attention. Somebody likes to have multiple partners or multiple interests or multiple, at least, prospects. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody in these situations because, like I said, we're doing all different, 3 different signs here. But, like, this feels like, it feels like somebody who has really low self-esteem. And the way that they build their self-esteem is, oh Lord, the way that they build their self-esteem is basically through, I'm going to call it, honestly, it feels like sexual manipulation. Controlling them and controlling people in some way. I don't know, but there's, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this person preys on people with low self-esteem. Whether this is you or them, somebody here preys on people with low self-esteem. So, and again, we did talk about how you guys needed to work on your self-esteem here to bring you more stability. So don't let your self-esteem pull you back into a relationship with somebody who is, needs attention of other people too. Unless you're into that thing. If you're into that thing, hey, go for it, But just know that the reason behind it is their low self-esteem. Wow, that's a lot of cards that just came out. Okay. For some reason, though, I get this feeling because they've got the obsessed here. This person wants the attention of others, but you are the one that they want the most or did want the most. Whether they got you or they didn't get you, I feel like they wanted you the most, all right? However, you probably were not okay with this behavior. Most of you were not okay with that. Or this other person was not okay with you being like that. But either way, it says, I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials and I hope to run into you when I'm out. This person thinks that you're very smart, all right? I think they know that you kind of see through their facade in some sort of way. Get out from there. Get. Sorry, y'all. You're so smart. It says, your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart and I really enjoy our conversations. So yeah, I feel like whoever this person is, like, they do like the attention of other people, but you may have been their main obsession, if that makes sense. They liked how your mind worked. Whether you were actually smart or not, they liked how your mind worked. And they want you to unblock them. Whether you've actually blocked them or whether you've just decided not to collaborate with the energy, they may be wanting to open up the lines of communications with you because we've got something to say here. And they may be telling you about their self-esteem issues for some of you, all right? They may be telling you about their self-esteem issues for some of you. I'm going to do just one more because I've already been on here for basically an hour, so I'm going to stop. Oh, all right, y'all. If this person was involved with somebody else, they may be telling you they're leaving the other person or the other people. I'm just going to put that out there. If not, they may try to tell you that, yeah, I realized that I had self esteem issues and all of this kind of stuff, and I'm ready to work on it now. There's some kind of communication about one of those two things, somewhere wanting to like come forward to you. Um, it does say I'm leaving, but I don't, I mean, they may leave you. They may leave you, but I'm not reading or not feeling it that way so much as I'm feeling that they're saying that they're going to leave behind this bad behavior or this lack of self-esteem issues and work on it, or they're saying they're going to leave somebody they were already with. Now I feel like I have to clarify that. Clarify I'm leaving. I feel like it's that one. It keeps saying that. There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? Yeah, see, this person wants to tell you either they're leaving somebody or they're leaving behind this terrible self esteem, bad behavior that's based on low self esteem, but they don't think that you're going to believe them. All right? And they're probably right. Clarify. One more card to clarify. Yeah, they know that you're going to have a hard time listening to them because they played games with you. This person was always trying to play games. They were trying to get reactions out of you. Is what I get. What's going to happen? What's going to be the outcome for most? I can't do, of course, the outcome for all, but what will be the outcome for most people? How is the water sign going to handle this? I'm going to take that one. Oh boy. A lot of you are going to go right back into it because it feels safe in some sense of the word. Of course, that's not going to be all of you, but a lot of you are. You go back to it because it feels safe, just like you went back to the home situation or the job situation that was toxic, and then you go back to the relationship that was toxic because it feels comfortable. All right. You still have hope about this person. A lot of you are still going to be hopeful about this person. You're going to think or believe that there may be a future with you. I feel like, and I'm not saying it's true or it's false because I have no idea if this person plans on really changing or not, but I feel like a lot of you are still hopeful of this. It's almost like it's not rose-colored glasses because you know, but it's like you don't want to face. Hold on. This person's going to come back in to apologize to you. I'm just saying. For a lot of you, this person's going to come back and they're going to apologize to you. I said that was all I was going to draw, and then here I go again. All right, we're going to start here. Yeah, this person's going to come back to you, or you're going to come back to them saying, you're the only one that felt right for me, basically. I'm putting this paraphrasing, okay? You're the only one who ever felt right to me. I saw a future with you. I hope that one day, we would grow old together. I'm sorry about how I treated you. I'm sorry that I ghosted you. or that I disappeared in some way. I just needed time to clear my head, you know. And again, like I said, I don't know if their intentions are true or if they're not. I'm just seeing that that's what they're going to say, is something along that line. Y'all, some of them may have gotten jealous because they thought you had somebody too. Because they see you as very sexually alluring for some of you. And it's like, it became almost like a competition for some. That's not all of you. All right. For most of them, let's see if I can get back over here. For most of them, is this person being genuine? If they come in and apologize, will their person actually be genuine? Like, for real, for real. They're scared. They're very scared. Sorry, y'all. This person's scared. They're very, very scared. I feel like this person may have even been watching you too. They're afraid to come forward. And that's why I feel like this may be genuine, because they actually, hold on. Will this person, if they come back and apologize, will they, how did I word that? Will they come back genuinely, like, and be genuine? Yeah, this person's scared shitless. This person is literally scared shitless. I feel like this person really does, yeah. This person really does have, like, they feel bad. For some of you. Again, that's not going to be all of you. But whoever this person is, I definitely feel the energy of them having a hard time coming forward to tell you. Some of you they may have said that they just wanted to be friends with you because they didn't want to let go of some money. That's another thing. That's not going to be all of you. But I do feel this person, I feel this person scared. Very scared. But I also kind of get a feeling like they don't want to make things worse. I also heard that they misjudged you. They misguided you, but they also misjudged you. Okay? What else? They're going to try to recover something with you. They knew, oh. Y'all, like this person, I'm not even shitting you. This person, especially if they were a friend turned lover or potential lover or something like that for some of you, this person had feelings for you that they didn't express. They left you behind for money, basically. All right? Some of you, it's just self-worth issues, but regardless. Maybe it was the money of the partner that they had been with, or something like that, or from some legal agreement they were involved in with the family, or regarding a home situation. It's going to be different for everybody. But this person, it's like they knew that this relationship was going to go much deeper than just a friendship. And that scared them shitless for some of you. They got scared and ended it. They got scared and ended it. They started feeling too much for you. There could be something about a romance that was hidden. You could have been in a hidden romance with a friend, or this person could have been. Either way, or something about a child being hidden, or some creative talents hidden. Either way, I'm just telling you, overall, I'm getting the feeling of somebody who got scared and they ended it. They were feeling too deeply for you and they didn't want to lose money, is basically the way I'm seeing it. Look, things ended and they tried to like be all secretive about this friendship and how things had transformed. But this person wants to come back around. For some of you, they pretended like they were still holding on after they left you. Hold on, let me look at this. But I don't feel it that way. I'm getting for a lot, I mean, that can be the case too, but for a lot of you, they ended the situation, but secretly, even though they weren't telling you, they were still holding on to you. See? So much secrecy, y'all. They don't want you to know how much they're grieving for you. They want a new beginning. This is a rebirth card. But some of you, they wanted to keep it a secret. Yeah, some of you may have just demanded, look, I'm not going to be your secret, you know? I'm not going to be your secret. What is this talking about? Something about finding out about a recovery being kept secret. Some of you could have been dealing with a health issue, or your person could have been dealing with a health issue that they didn't tell you about too. That's just a select few of you. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's time to end this reading. This has been going on for too long, but there's something about a relationship that was hidden, y'all. Something about a relationship that was hidden. Or a marriage that was hidden. Maybe your person was trying to hide that they were married, or you were hiding that you were married, or you know, there was a hidden relation, they were hiding a relationship for somebody. It could be that even. So don't automatically take it as this person was cheating, but they probably were for most of you. I'm just being honest. But you know, the big thing that I'm getting here is take off the rose-colored glasses, get out of your delusions, your illusions, that kind of stuff. From all of the readings that I'm getting here, come out of the illusions here. All right, recognize what happened here. Don't accept less than what you deserve. If this person comes crawling back to you, I'm not telling you that they will or they won't be true to you, but I'm kind of concerned that they're still, like, if they were keeping you a secret, they're still going to want to try to keep you a secret so they can get money somehow. Is this person going to be genuine? I know I said that, but for some reason it's not really giving me 100% answer on that. Is this person going to come back and be genuine? Yes. But they're financially struggling. They are going to be genuine, but they are financially struggling, or they're struggling with self-worth issues. All right? With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye, guys.